Welcome, Gemini, to your May chakra reading. Okay, this is where we are going to get into our powerful three: mind, body, and soul, and connect them by energy of our chakras. So figuring out what chakra is most needed for you this month so that you can get that aligned and get some weight off your shoulders by bringing in that positive energy. Okay. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's get into this. We're going to pick a deck, okay, using your mind. We have the green chakra rock and the white chakra rock, so just pick whichever one is calling out to you, vibrating at you, calling your name. Okay, now that you have picked, keep that there, and we will start with the green rock, and then we'll get straight to the white rock deck in just 1 second. Okay, so those of you who have picked deck 1, the green chakra rock, you have, let's start here, excuse me, the crown chakra. This is the card of release, right? So what is it that you need to release? Right, so we'll get into that in a minute. The crown chakra is I know, getting up there into the highest piece of the chakra, which is at the top of the head. Okay, that's where all the wisdom is coming through. That's all your innate wisdom. That's where when all of a sudden that light bulb goes off in your head and you're like, you know what, I know the answer. Nothing, you can't tell me elsewhere. And you know what, you're right. You are right. That was the answer, right? So, and that's that spirituality, that spiritual awakening, where all of the enlightenment comes in and you start thinking, oh my gosh, I understand. I totally know now, right? So that's where all that's coming from, okay? And your creativity as well. So anytime these creative genius is coming up with these beautiful songs, it's like all of a sudden a light bulb went off and they're like, oh my gosh, I know that it's supposed to be, you know, I'm supposed to be hitting the F key or whatever, right? The F note. And all of a sudden they make a masterpiece, right? Because they're using that innate crown chakra wisdom, painting this masterpiece. They don't even know where it's coming from. Where is it coming from? It's coming from your inner side, your divine side. That is what the crown chakra is. That's your soul, your higher self coming in to give you the answers. Okay. So with the authority, you have the authority card here, taking the control of whatever you need to release, being your own authority. Okay, it's the same as the Emperor card. So getting your own empire running, becoming your own emperor again, right? With the 5th house, where you have fun, romance, and create things that you are proud of. And there's that create again, which I was talking about with the crown chakra. Okay, and it's up to you. The angels say it's all up to you guys. Okay. No one can make you do anything. It's up to you. Okay. Because of that free will. Okay. And I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Am I selfish enough to feel good? To want to feel good? So, yeah. Are you selfish enough to want to feel good? Interesting. So Venus, in which Venus is retrograding right now. We have 4 planets that are retrograding right now. We have Pluto, Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter all retrograding at this time. So this is actually a very wonderful time for doing these chakras and releasing this unwanted karmic energy, since they want to bring up things that you need to release so that you can grow. So Venus coming in right now is saying the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. And yeah, how wonderful is that? Bringing that energy, and then having the 9 of Cups, and there it is again. Am I selfish enough to want to feel good? Well, you want your 9 of Cups. It's something that you want. Does it have to be selfish? I want things. I want things that other people don't want, or it's not good for other people. If I want shoes, my husband can't wear them, you know? So, you know, it's like, is it selfish that I want to be beautiful? Is it selfish that I want success? Is it selfish that I want to indulge in a little bit and have valuables? We all want things that we want for ourselves that aren't good for other people. I don't think that that's selfish. It depends on how you're using them selfish, right? Now, if you only had a little bit of money and you know it goes towards the house, come on, guys. You know how this works. Of course, it would be selfish then if you're not, letting other people have things. But this is something that you really want, something that's accomplished by yourself, something that's going to make you feel achieved, something that you want, okay? Or make you feel beautiful, being next to the Venus card. So obviously, there's something in romance, something that you want to create, sitting next to the Nine of Cups. And maybe it's a secret desire. It's something that you secretly desire. And the universe is saying, well, you secretly desire this. You ask me for this all the time. I say it's up to you. If you want it, you need to go get it. Manifest it with the manifestation card over here. Take the authority to go get the things that you want. But you need to release these anxieties. You need to release all this tension and all this, whatever it is that you need to release. What are you releasing to go get what you want? So the release card says it's dwelling on the past. Righteous anger, change in conscious, judgment day, seeing clearly, hidden truth. Here's that hidden truth. Okay. Angry discoveries. Healing, remission, and integration. So it looks to me like the moon might be 2 in 1. Maybe you have healing, you have hidden desires that you would like to have, secret hidden desires that you would like to have with the Nine of Cups, but you also have hidden truths within yourself that you need to release. You need to release, whether it's anger or something that's controlling you, to make you not want to go and do the things that you want to do. And however it is, you have some healing to do. Once you heal and get away from whatever it is you're doing, or the fear of doing so, maybe it's even some fear. Pluto in retrograde right now too, it is also bringing up the fear. There's a lot of fear going on. I'm also hearing something, I don't know who this is for, and I don't know if it's somebody watching this video or not, but I do hear that because Venus is sitting here next to this fear, that somebody really wants to go to the beauty salon, but they fear the coronavirus. They fear getting sick, and maybe it's because they already have a sickness, a low immunity, something like this, but they need to release this fear so that they can get the things that they want. And it's not going to be easy for you. Because it's something that you really want to do. Maybe you want to go to the mall, but I am hearing something about beauty shop, beauty salon, something like that, but you still kind of have the fear of what's going on in the world around you. And Pluto does not help with those insecurities, those fears, those doubts, those suspicions, because it brings them into play. Okay, it dwells on that. That's the negative side of Pluto. Making you fear death, making you fear things. Because remember, Pluto is of Scorpio. Scorpio is of death. It is the death card. And it is the cards of insecurities, anxieties, and fear. And of course, it also has a beautiful side to it, as everybody knows, which also makes you grow and transform. Okay. So, yeah. Release, because the judgment call that you're making is actually giving you negative energy and is not going to allow you to be the authority that you need to be. Okay, and of course, this doesn't have to be the coronavirus thing. Okay, this could be whatever fears you have with the moon over here, your secret fears, and because I'm telling you, this moon over here is playing on two different things. It is telling us of secret fears, secret insecurities, and then it's also telling us of secret desires that you have to want to get to this Nine of Cups, but you also have the fear that you cannot get to the Nine of Cups. Okay, so that is a 2-in-1 card sitting over here. And the Judgment upside down is saying you're taking on the negative energies and giving yourself your own judgment calls, telling yourself that if you don't release these negative energies of this fear or insecurities and take the healing that you need, or whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody, but you're not going to be able to take your authority back. You need to be able to take the authority back by getting rid of your 10 of Swords. Okay, whether this is, and it could be even in a love relationship. Maybe you desire to have the desires of love with Venus sitting here. Okay, and then you have the fifth house, which is also romance, love. So maybe somebody has hurt you so bad that you're having a hard time getting rid of that, but you have secret desires to want to find new love, but you're holding yourself back because somebody has hurt you. Yeah, Two of Cups, because someone has hurt you in a love relationship. Okay, and you need to get your emotions back on track, guys. Okay, get your waters back to being clear waters, taking on this water sign energy, so that way that you can heal with the healing waters of the King of Cups to get the emotions back in order. And this will also get that crown chakra back in order. And once you get your crown chakra back in order, since this is the last piece of all the chakras, it will actually balance all the chakras out from root going all the way up. Okay, so but you really need to start perceiving things in a different light. And once you start releasing these fears, these anxieties, these what I'm seeing is 10 of Swords sitting on it, for most of you, of this relationship, you will start perceiving things differently. And for this card here, am I selfish enough to want to feel good? Let's just read what it says really fast. It says you cannot perceive life from any perspective other than from yourself. And it's here you have the King of Cups, who is the perceiver. He perceives things, very perceptive, right? Using that water, using that psychic abilities that they have, that high intuition. Okay, so you're going to start perceiving things. So selfish is the sense of self. Unless you are selfish enough to care about how you feel, and therefore direct your thoughts in such a way that you are allowing a true connection to your inner being, you have nothing to give another anyways. Everyone is selfish. It is not possible to be otherwise. That's why it's up to you. Why? Think about it. Think about it for 1 second. People say you're selfish, you're selfish, you're selfish. Why? I'm selfish because I take care of myself. I'm selfish because I want to have fine clothes. Oh, because I'm conceited because I want to wear these kind of shoes. And I'm selfish because I put in all these hours at work so that I can take care of my family. I'm selfish because, I couldn't come see you on Saturday because I was too busy working and couldn't get out of work because I have to feed my family. What? Think about what selfish is. Yes, we're all selfish in our own ways. So am I selfish enough to want to feel good? Yes, you are. Because if you can't feel good, how are you going to make others feel good? There's 2 different kinds of selfish, just like there's, as I said here. Selfish is only when you don't think about others. Okay, everybody knows there's 2 different kinds of selfish. There's 2 different kinds of things that go on in this world. Okay, but it's not selfish for you to want to have your hair done. It's, and if it is selfish, then fine. That's a selfishness that you do to make yourself feel good. Yeah, there are certain selfish things. And oh yeah, there are selfish people out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, so there's no such thing as a selfish person. Oh, heck yeah, but think of the kind of selfish things that they're doing versus the type of things you're talking about. Okay. King of Staffs. That's that authority, taking back the authority. Now you're going to use that fire energy to take back the authority. It didn't give us an Emperor card. It's just telling us, no, you're just going to go straight into fire sign mode. Some of you might even have fire in your chart. And, but it doesn't matter. The whole point is you're taking on this energy and you're rushing towards the things that make you feel good. You're thinking now. You're taking the action to do the things that make you feel good. Taking the action to release the negative, to say, you know, I don't need to hold on to this anymore because this isn't getting me anywhere. This is not doing what I'm asking it to do. It's not helping me. Is it helping you? Heck no, it's not helping you. How is it helping you? Okay, if anything, it's a threat to your own safety. The own safety of what? Of your own soul, your own mind, your own ways of thinking. 9 of Coins upside down, a threat to your own energy. Keeping you from doing the things that you want to do. Keeping you maybe even isolated from, you know, maybe even the world. Four of Coins, keeping you isolating from finding love again. So then you have the Four of Coins, so you're going to hold on tight. You know what you're going to do, and you're going to become kind of stingy about it. So yeah, okay, so you went from a little bit of selfishness, because you're going to need to become a little more selfish for yourself. Maybe you give and give and give and give and give, and everybody takes, because they're the real selfish ones, right? So all of a sudden you turn around and you're like, well, man, if I try to do this, maybe I'm selfish too. No, you're going to become a little more stingy about the way you're going to give out things. You're going to be a little more selfish about the way you give to yourself over here with Venus. You're going to take the control and say, you know what, and here's taking the control again with the authority. Taking the control to say, you know what, I am going to go out there and go get my hair done. I am going to go out there and buy these shoes. I've wanted those shoes for a long time. I saved the money. I did everything I did. I didn't hurt anybody, because if I would have hurt somebody by using this money, then that would be selfish. If my kids need clothes and I go out and buy myself clothes and they're wearing high water pants, that's selfish. But what I'm doing is not selfish. Maybe I've even saved the money with the Four of Coins. Saving, penny pinching all the dollars that I had to go do the things that I had, but I was so scared to go do something about it because I don't really do anything for myself. But this is going to make you feel so much better, and it's going to put you on a path that's going to make you feel like, hey, I got my 9 of Cups. I finally got to go out and do something. It's going to relieve it and make you feel like you're doing so much better. It's going to bring you better luck within yourself. Taking that chance. Be the fool. Go out there. Do that. Okay? Yeah. Take that leap of faith. Get out there. Be fun. Be creative. Do the things that you need to do. Stop saying, I'm not going to offer myself to anything, because you know what? No one's going to offer it to me anyway. So I need to get out there and try to figure out how I'm going to offer this love to someone else. I have to take the chance, though. Because if I don't get out there and try to take the chance for love, I'm never going to find it. No, I'm just going to sit like the Queen of Coins upside down. I'm never going to feel prosperous in love. I'm not going to have the things that I want. I'm not going to have the desires, the beauties, the success, the indulgences, the values, and the love of myself. I'm not going to have any of this stuff. You know, I'm just going to sit around sad, wishing upon the moon and wishing upon a star this whole time. So now I got to get in there. I got to get this crown chakra open, and I got to release this stuff so that I can be out there and I can be the 3 of Cups and I can have fun. Okay, Archangel Michael card coming out saying, yes, communicate with the angels. It's up to you. It is up to you. Communicate with yourself. Communicate with God. Give your fears, your anxieties, and all the things that you have to the divine, because we want them. Communicate with us because we want them. Communicate also with yourself to know, hey, logical thinking says, you know what? If I do this and I do that, I'm going to feel better. By taking the action. Making the mental processes to take that so that the universe can offer you new coins. And then you can take these coins, these hopes, these promises, these new ideas, having all these new things coming at you with the 7 of Staffs, right? So that way you can have love. You can have the faith within yourself to find the love that is good enough for you. So that way you don't have to feel like, she's every time I turn around, I'm like standing my ground. I'm always doing this. I'm always doing that, you know. I'm closing myself off to the world because somebody hurt me. So now you're not going to do that anymore, because you're going to find that fine line within yourself, and you're going to, you know, use that innate wisdom over here with the Archangel Michael card of the King of Swords, and you're going to use that crown chakra, and you're going to say, no, I'm going to take my authority back. I'm going to create my own new world. I'm going to create a world for myself of beauty, love, success, indulgences with Venus. And I'm going to do these things. And I'm going to go after what's good for me. Okay. And that's what you're going to do. Okay. So release that negative energy, you guys. Okay. And that was for you. Don't be scared. We all have fears. We all have doubts. We all have insecurities, but we can get through them. Okay? We can all get through them. Alrighty, let's get to the next one. And those of you who picked the white rock, chakra rock, we have the expansion. Okay? The expansion is the throat chakra. This is blue. This is a blue, so blue is throat chakra. This is I can speak, right? How can I speak? Do I have something to say? You know, do I need to speak it? Victory and success. If I speak it, will it come, right? Will I have the victory and success? The 7th house. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romance, business, and families. Okay, so going straight into the 7th house of success. Angels say, yes, success, victory, success. Looking for that victory and that success, and the angels say, yeah, I see the success. I use the law of creation deliberately. Yeah. And Mercury. How you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. So yes, you're going to have success and victory by the ways that you communicate. And the throat chakra is the card of communication. So very nice. You have the hangman. You're just hanging around right now. Knight of Cups upside down. Not offering nothing, not doing anything. You're just hanging around saying, I think I'll just hang around for a while. Not really do anything. Keep myself in, inactive. So the expansion says wise counsel, fruitful collaboration, spiritual support, state of uncertainty, and being guided, counseling, connections, and progress. How can I create a powerful alliance? Are new people entering my life? Seeking good advice is vital when you are pushing into a new territory. Stay away from anyone who is critical of your dreams. This indicates possible changing of your friends. So is that exactly what this is saying here? This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romance, business, or family, or just friends? So you're telling yourself, okay, so I have these expansions and I need to think about how I'm talking to people or people are talking to me. I'm just hanging around right now with the Knight of Cups. I'm not really doing anything, and I'm not really offering anything from anyone at this time. Okay, with the Knight of Cups upside down, you're like, yeah, everybody, it seems that I'm around right now just seems to want to be tricksters. They want to deceive me. I'm tired of it. I need victory and success, and I need to find something different. Because it just seems like everyone I'm around wants to offer me drama, deceitfulness, and it looks like you're tired of it. So you're looking for a different way of how you're going to succeed, and changing maybe your romantic partners. Shh. Shh. I heard a truck pull up outside. I'm praying it's for the neighbor, so nobody knocks on my door and making my dog bark. I'm like, please don't deliver anything right now. I'm in the middle of a chakra reading. Okay, so let's get on to this. Okay, so it's telling us that the expansion victory, the law of attraction over here on top of how you communicate is literally because of the 5 of Swords, the Lovers, and the 8 of Coins. So you're focused on these Lovers and this 5 of Swords upside down. You're like, okay, well, there's this uncertain outlook of the way that I see things. I've had a befalling of a friend, right? I had to get rid of a friend or a lover, right? It looks like a befalling of a lover because the lover is sitting on the befallen of a friend. So you have to think of it that way. You know, that's how I pretty much see it. So it's clarifying it's not really a friend, it's a lover. Now, for some of you, it could be friends, okay? But the whole point is that it's made you weak. It's made you weak and you know it. So you're focused on this though. You're too focused. And this is why your throat chakra needs to be open so that you can speak, right? You can speak about this. Even though you're focused on it mentally, okay, you need to understand that you need to speak about this so that it can get off your mind, right? Now you need to communicate it instead of just sitting around saying, hey, you're being deceitful to me and we're not friends no more. We're not lovers anymore. And it's got all of your attention right now. And you need the victory and the success away from this. So for somehow or another, you need to speak up to this person. Once you speak up to this person, you're going to have this King of Cups come up and you're going to say, well, you know, it's going to get me back to better waters. It's going to give me more perception of what's going on. So maybe you're just feeling like you can't speak it right now because you're trying to just make yourself more emotionally not aware, but also calm. Manifesting with the law of attraction over here. You're manifesting and taking the action. And I think that you are thinking and you are perceiving what you're going to do. Okay, about this love, about this Two of Cups, it's definitely a love, and you're going to grow within this area. And when you start growing, then you're going to realize that the way that you communicate and you talk or you text this person to say these things, it's going to be better than the way you could have done it earlier. Because maybe earlier you just wanted to blow up at them and you're like, this is not going to be the way that I want to deal with this type of situation. Because really all I want to do is maybe just yell at them, cuss at them, you know, call them all these, you know, yeah, fight. Thank you, 5 steps, just fight with them. And it's just because, and Three of Cups, maybe it's because they had a third party situation. Maybe somebody has deceived you. Maybe somebody was cheating on you. This does not have to be the situation. It's just them coming up. But it's just showing that for some people, it could be that. But in actuality, not fighting with them and perceiving from them is going to give you Three of Cups, which is going to make you happier. And it's going to make you feel like you nurtured the situation as the Queen of Coins. You came together and you brought more wisdom within this. So that way you feel better and it gets that negative off of you. And this can bring, you know, like I said, better communication with the Knight of Swords. Now you're learning to communicate. So that way in the long term, you can actually learn to stand your ground to say, hey, you know, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I have other options and I see other things that I can do. My Chariot from my Law of Attraction is moving and I am learning how to deal with things and it'll bring healing. Okay, so the success and the healing, it will bring you more hope. Okay, so that you know how to do these things. Okay, because, yeah, you just want the success and the victory and the offerings of knowing how you're going to deal with such a situation without blowing up. Because you just don't feel like you want to blow up. No, let's put it this way. You want to blow up. You feel like you want to blow up, but you do not want to. Or maybe you already did in the past and you don't want to do it again. Maybe it's something you don't want to do again. Right? So you're the Page over here and you're like, I'm having all this reflection. I'm learning knowledge. I'm learning how to cope with this by keeping my chakra open and saying, you know what, instead of keeping my mouth closed and doing these type of things, I'm going to learn to make better judgment calls. And I'm going to learn how to do this because the better achievements that I make with the Nine of Cups is going to make it so much easier for me to communicate with you. And then I can move on. So, you know, whether or not you're going to deal with this person and be able to communicate with them and keep the relationship, you know, alive. But remember, the expansion over here says more than anything, it's getting rid of people who have negative aspects on you and gaining true friendships through this and true communications. There's so many swords over here and the swords are the communications. So, okay, so it says, how do I deliberately use this law? The law of creation has two important parts, the desire for the creation and the allowing of the creation. Whether you're thinking of what you desire or the lack of what you desire, the direction of your thought is your choice. The law of creation goes to work upon whatever you are thinking about. So yeah, if you're thinking about how you're going to communicate and knowing how you're going to get through certain areas and expand to get to the success and the victory of this relationship, whether this is friends, loves, partners, whoever it is, you're going to learn how to do so. And it's going to be much better for you, because you're going to expand in better relationships with other people who are more like-minded with yourself. Okay, and getting rid of the people who seem to be more deceiving and seem to be more against you than with you. Okay, and this will actually give you a beautiful death card of transformation. Okay, so that way you can learn to nurture yourself and then find people like-minded for yourself. Okay, and that was your reading, and I hope that you all enjoyed that, and I hope that it's something that can help you. And until next time, friends, I will see you again. Bye-bye.